Hi and welcome back, and today is all about sitting. So we do a lot of sitting. You might have heard maybe when you were a child, I know when I was a child, sit upright. Um, sit upright, shoulders back, all that kind of thing. Even when you're standing, sit up at the table, all this stuff. And it was probably very uncomfortable to sit the way we did, or the idea of what was good posture. So we have talked about the seated arcing. That is very important for resetting and getting that balance, and you can sit quite comfortably if you arc, obviously. But if we aren't going to be arcing, then there's other things we can do, and either whether you're relaxing in a car or at work. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. So grab yourself a chair again and we'll start. So you have grabbed your chair and we are going to practice getting in and out of the chair. I'm going to get but basically a general feel of what you would normally do, and I'm going to be talking through it as well. Here we go. So I'm going to sit down in the chairs if I've had a really hard day, or even just a really hard day. So here I'm going to go here and here. All right. So this is what I'm doing. I feel like my head is forward. Actually, my head, I can see that from the video, my head's very forward. My belly has sort of come forward as well. So my muscles in my tummy are very soft. My shoulders are rounded forward. So if you get a lot of pain in your arms, and I'm talking about like sort of nerve pain, this can be the connection with that, because you might be pinching on a nerve in your rotator cuff area. And also there's this wideness with the legs. There's this sort of, the fibres from underneath have kind of come on top, and they should sort of stay a little bit more underneath us, okay? Okay, so there's that. Now that's if I'm had a bit of a hard day. Again, if you were on a bit of a sofa or something like that, again, you might plonk yourself down and then be here. Maybe you're here, and again, you can see the same thing. I might have my legs up, perhaps. That's nothing wrong with putting your legs up. But again, neck forward, round for the shoulder, and here. So hopefully you just get a sense of how you're sitting in and out of a chair. Even if you're going to work, see even in this position. I feel like, so I'm going to start my job. I'm going to be typing or whatever I'm doing. You might be a pianist. Okay, in these positions. Okay. And just get a sense of what the neck is doing, what your shoulders are doing, what your back's doing, what your tummy is feeling like, okay? All this is very relevant to what we're about to do. You can write it down, take a video of yourself so you can see, which is probably a good idea. Now I'm going to practice getting up and down out of my chair. So I'm going to get up and down. I'm going to sort of feel how this feels. Maybe you are someone who is really suffering with their back, and this is what I see a lot of people try and get up gingerly and try and keep it upright back, a long back, straight back. That is correct, but there's a problem going on the legs there and the knees, and the legs might not be able to take that weight because you're relying on them too much. So we'll talk about that in a minute, but again, just get a sense, just get in and out of a chair and so on. All right, okay. Let's also do some pre-tests as well. So if you're sitting in your chair, however, then do a little bit of pre-test. Lift your arm up, see how high you get your arm. Now I don't want any forcing with this. There's no forcing. That's me forcing my arm. This is where my arm is sitting without effort. Without effort, that's what you want. So take it out to the side as well, without effort. Without effort. Test the weight of the arms and so on while in this position that you would normally have, for example. All that aside, let's now start our movement. So, getting in and out of a chair is what I'm going to tackle first. I'm going to tackle sitting down in the chair. So let's pretend we're about to be at work. All right, so I'm going to be a little bit closer to the back of the chair. I'm going to push my bottom back, so my back is long, and then come back, okay? All right, okay. And then to get out, I'm going to look between my legs to come up again. All right, so I am pushing my bottom back, keeping my back nice and long, sitting, and then again coming up. Now this can be an exercise in itself. This could be almost a squat exercise, all right? This is you getting in and out of your chair. Okay. Right? Okay, practice that a few times. If you are having trouble with that, you can place your hands on your legs, or if you have a chair that has arms to it, you can push off them. So if you're having trouble, lean forward, put your hands into your legs, push your hands into your legs to come up, and again place them on your legs to come down, and vice versa. You might have arms, so push the chair away, not actually literally, just the arms, and then again you can hold on to them to come back. Okay, it's a bit like a squat. Now let's talk about positioning of your legs. Now this is fine for me. You should always have your knees lower than your hips. The reason for that is so that you have space, and you should be able to sit up a bit more upright when you're in this position. Knees should always be below your hips. For some short people that might not be a problem. If you are taller and that is an issue, then obviously try and readjust your chair, put cushions up or something, or lengthen your legs out. Okay, so you create the space within your hip joint. If your legs are up, like if you're tall and your legs are up, then obviously that's going to shorten your back and curve and create this curve going on, okay, and then your shoulder's going to roll. So always remember keeping your knees lower than your hips. Okay, so we've tackled getting in and out of a chair, the knee position, and now I'm going to talk about sitting back into the chair. So we are at work, okay? So I'm going to get out of my chair, bringing my weight forward. I'm going to position myself so that my bottom is going to reach pretty much the back there, okay? I'm going to push my bottom back so I'm upright. Now instead of just falling back, I'm going to take it long back, and then I'm going to relax, okay? Now while I'm in this position, already I'm hoping you can see as well, my neck is more over my shoulders, my back is longer, and my tummy muscles are engaged. The muscles in the legs are more wrapped under where they should be, okay? We can even go further back, but I wanted to show you the lean back. That was quite important. To get out of the chair, again, placing hands on your knees, rock forward, then push. Okay, I'm going to go a bit further back now so I can sit a bit further there, because you'd probably be there more, wouldn't you? So again, push your bottom back, long back, relax. Nice and upright. Great for if you're at dinner. Great, okay? So that is that. Okay, practice that. Now, if you were to sit all the time with every single time you sat down, just imagine what that does to your discs. So if anyone has any bulging discs, that could be a main reason. So you might have had physio, you might have had treatment for your bulging discs. Yeah, oh yes, they're getting better. But how long is that treatment going to last? If the main cause or problem is not addressed, then that bulging disc is only going to come back. You know, a treatment, a massage, it's only temporary. It doesn't last forever. It might have sorted the issue out for maybe a couple of weeks, months. You might have had an injection. It doesn't last, okay, because you haven't treated the cause of the problem. So I want you to practice this as much as you possibly can. It will become human nature. I'm going to show it again as if I'm on the sofa. So again, I would push my bottom back. I would go nice and long back and then relax. Again, I'm longer. See how my neck is over my legs then, and I might put my legs up. Okay? On a puffy or something like that. All right? So I wanted to do the pre-test. And earlier on we did the pre-test with the arms up. And again, I'm going to do that here. So I'm going to do it as if I'm at work. So again, I'm coming back. I've gone nice and long back and relax. I'm now going to bring my right arm up. Effortless, less range of more range of movement rather. I'm not restricted in my positioning. And then I'm doing the other arm. Again, out the side. It also feels lighter. So things have been balanced over on top of each other. So again, like that video we did about Lego bricks. Yeah, the Lego bricks are all stacked on top of each other. So that's really important to remember. If they're not stacked on, then obviously there's going to be problems, there's going to be hard work. Good posture, remember, should always be effortless. We don't want to have to try. Okay, the moment I said to you, as if we were in a classroom, shoulders back. The moment I leave that room, you're all going to go, oh, thank God, that was a killer. So you might as well do your arcing. Sit nice and comfortable. You might as well do the long back and relax. But the point is, the more force you put on your spine, the continuous hardship on your body is going to be. No matter how much we, people have massages, physio, chiropractic work, Pilates, yoga, etc. Someone can't do that work for you. We have to be involved in our own recovery, in what's going on with our body. We have to understand it. We have to be very aware, so that we can cure ourselves. And put a limit on the times you have to spend money on going to physio, to a doctor, because the doctor can only refer or medicate, and but you can change things. All right, take care, and I'll see you again.